Hey, what's going on, my Xceeded FX family? Today is Tuesday, August the 27th, 2024, and we had a phenomenal day in the markets today. So I wanted to share you what we did, and then of course I'm going to explain exactly how we did it, me and my students. So as you can see right here, this is my performance for the day. So today I cleared $2,162.50. I took 3 trades. The average trade time was 3 minutes and 20 seconds. The longest trade was 6 minutes and 56 seconds. And we were 100% profitable today. Um, so that was a phenomenal day. And now I'm going to show you how we did it. So I gave my students some of my trade ideas on NAS 100 and also ES, which is S&P 500. So that's what I have here. And we caught the explosive move to the upside in New York, and also a nice sell at towards the end of New York, or towards the end of the liquidity run, which typically is around 11 a.m. right before lunch. So I'll show you that. All right. So as you know, I like to rewind and back up the candlesticks because again, I truly want you to see or understand what I teach. All right, so we're going to go to this candle is at 9:45. So we're going to come a little bit further back to about right here. All right, so as I've shared in my other videos, these boxes are the sessions. So the blue box is the Asian session range. The green box is London session. And then the white box is New York session. So the New York box, excuse me, I have it set to open up right at 9 a.m. So what I like to do is I always look for is price at the high of the day or the low of the day. And you can easily see just based off these boxes or these for the sessions that price is at the low of the day. And I can show you that right here. This is the low of the day. All right. So this candle right here is the lowest point that we've been so far for the day at 9 a.m. Prior to that nice bearish fall out of London, London was the high of the day. So I'll do this. We have high of the day. Whoops. High of the day. And now we're at the low of the day. Now, just because we're at the low of the day does not mean like, hey, you want to start hitting buy, right? Let me hit buy and close my eyes and just pray that the trade's going to go in the right direction. That's not how it works. With that being said, once you're at an extreme low, and this doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what pair you're trading, what currency pair, what indice, what stock, price always moves up and down, right? Unless it's consolidating, and then it moves left to right. But what I'm referring to right now is as we can see how price fell in London. So this is clear. It's clear to see that, hey, we're in a downtrend at the moment. Whenever we're in a downtrend out of London, this is a pro tip. So I'll write this down. This is exactly how I'm teaching my students in my mentorship. Whenever we're at the low of the day, I like to look for something called a change of character, where I want to see price starting to break to the opposite direction of whatever trend it's been in for that morning. So since we've been bearish for the morning, for this morning, Tuesday, I already have a understanding or like a confluence of what to look for. And I'm going to show you candle by candle how it plays out. So if we go to the next candle, boom. Oh, too fast. Actually, let me slow it down because I've been back testing and I speed it up sometimes. The candles. All right, perfect. So let's start right here. All right. So this is another pro tip. I've learned how to simplify trading. And I know there's a million and one strategies out here. There's 1,000,002 videos out here. But honestly, if you come across a solidified strategy or someone that can show you how to trade and simplify it, it can be a lot easier. It can make your life a lot easier. I'm a big firm believer of engulfings, bullish engulfings, bearish engulfings. Funny enough, one of my old mentors told me years ago, it's like Kevin Hart standing next to Shaq, right? So Shaq is this huge green candle, and then Kevin Hart is this red candle right here. All right. Whenever you're looking for an engulfing, you want the engulfing candle to be bigger and basically to swallow the candle it's next to, right? So it's obvious, or we can see, and let me stretch this out here, that this candle, this bullish candle, is bigger than this bearish candle. And also keep in mind that the bears were in control here because why? It's more red candles than green candles. Simple enough. We don't have to like complicate this. It was a nice downtrend. Oddly enough, if you pay attention to the engulfings, this right here is a bullish engulfing. I just put this green candle here, or this green arrow. After that engulfing, what did price do? Price went to the upside. Now, it was just a pullback to go lower, but still, that was a bullish move to the upside. Now, I'm a price action trader, and I teach my students about price action. There's always a time and a place to trade. So what I mean by that is, even though we got this bullish engulfing at 7 a.m. On S&P 500, that wasn't the bullish move that I'm looking for to carry out the day. This was simply just a pullback. So once I see that, hey, this is a pullback and that price still wants to come to the downside, I'm sitting on my hands. I'm being patient. Okay. We're not ready to go to the upside yet. So then I'm watching the candlesticks. You have to watch more than trade. All right. You gotta study more than trade. Once you truly learn how to read candlesticks, it would change your life forever. So we're at the low of the day. I get this nice bullish engulfing right here. Okay, perfect. That's my first confirmation that price is starting to change, or a change of character. You broke to the upside here. We also took out yesterday's low, which is important because price, it's like a heat-seeking missile. It'll go for yesterday's high and yesterday's low because there's liquidity there. And this is actually a great example of me showing you how price, this yellow dotted line I have right here, actually. So let me delete, because we understand that this is the low of the day now, and this is the high of the day. But I'm going to leave it like I'm going to leave where it says high of the day and low of the day for everybody. But we know we're at the low of the day. This yellow dotted line I have going across my screen, that is yesterday's low. So me seeing that, excuse me, price came and took out that liquidity. So now that's another confirmation. It's not necessarily saying that, hey, price is going to reverse here, but again, I'm just taking notes. I'm taking mental notes. So if we go to the next candle, what did price do? Ooh, I went a little too fast. But now price came, and you really want to pay attention to what I'm about to explain, because this is how the market moves, and this is price action. You want to pay attention to this bearish candle right here. This bearish candle, delete that. This bearish candle has a nice wick at the bottom. If you notice so what that means is price came all the way down to this low right here. And basically what price did is it matched the low of this candle right here. So let me actually delete this. I don't want to confuse anybody. All right, perfect. So this candle was the low of the day. We had a bullish engulfing. And then this candle right here, right after the engulfing, it came and retested the low. So this is considered like a liquidity grab or a stop hunt. So what happens here is the retail traders, they see this candle forming and they say, oh, you know what? Hey, I'm going to sell here. I'm going to hit set. That's a huge candle because at one point this candle was full, or was a full body candle, and it technically it would have engulfed this candle had it closed, but it didn't close down here. It touched and then wicked up and closed up here. This is a pro tip. If you notice, the body of this candle is not lower than this body of this candle on the engulfing. That's another confirmation or confluence that price is rejecting or respecting this zone. So this is like, you can consider this like a nice demand zone or a nice level of support. The very next candle, let's see what our next candle is. Boom. A bullish and go. It took off. Like I said, we had a very, very great day, but I only wanted to show you this candle, the very next candle. So now we have a huge bullish engulfing now on the very next candle. So this right here, and if you notice, they all the candles still respect the low of this candle, the body, right? So even though they wick down, it's just wick rejection. All they're doing is touching the lows to induce people to go the opposite direction. Sure enough, that's what they did this morning. I'm also big on certain patterns, right? There's all type of patterns you can look for and trade in the market. But my two favorite are double tops and double bottoms. And the reason being is because they're easy to identify and they have a very high chance or high probability of following the move that we see from whatever pattern we're looking at. So for example, this is a double bottom. And what I mean by that is a double bottom looks like this. It looks like a W, right? So we got down, up, down, up. That's a double bottom. And it's purple, but might be hard to see up here. So let's do yellow. Actually, that's going to contrast with the other one. So let's do, all right, all right. I'm trying to figure out what color I'm going to go with here. We're just going to stick with yellow. I'm going to delete this one. All right, so you see the double bottom, the W. Pro tip, if you switch it from candlesticks to the line chart, it's even easier to see the W now. So I'm going to delete the W I created. And clearly you can see that's a W. Price came down, price came up, price came down, price came up. When you see that, that is a clear indication that price wants to go to the upside. So once I saw this, I alerted my students and made them aware, like, hey, we have a nice bullish move coming, and I'm going to play it through so you can see for yourself what actually happened. Price went to the upside. And then, so this move alone, you will want to a safe entry, right? You know, not aggressive entry. You want to enter in after this candle closes. So after this bullish engulfing right here would be the time to enter. So from here to here, that was a 24-point move in an hour. That's a great move for S&P 500. And believe it or not, in the beginning of the video, I shared with you high of the day and low of the day. So if at the low of the day, if I'm looking for buys, what do you think I'm looking for at the high of the day? I'm looking for sells. That's just how the market works. Simple enough. Price action, time, and price. That's how the market works. Look at this huge engulfing right here. And so this, you see this wick rejection. That lets you know that price came up this high and got tired and rejected off the high of the day. We got a nice bearish engulfing right here, and then price fell. So if I'm a scalper and an intraday trader. That's what I teach my students how to trade as well, scalp and intraday. Off this one bearish candle, had you entered into this trade, this one candle alone was almost 11 points. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. As always, please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. You all have a blessed day.